you have to be like water. Learn to be like water, adaptable, fit into any vessel, have a sense of calm, have a sense of patience. But ambition is extremely important. And I don't just say this to girls, I say this to boys and girls. Just everyone who wants to be able to have a purpose in life, have an ambition, have the guts to find your glory. It's extremely important to have guts, to have conviction, to be able to say that, this is what I want and I want to achieve it. I learned it from the very, very strong people in my family that I looked up to, that showed me that it doesn't matter what your circumstances are, it matters how large your dreams are. And I have really large dreams. There's something about knowledge. There's something about if you learn, even if you don't know something, if you have an ambition to be somewhere, if you prepare yourself, you have the ability to be better than everyone else. I like to be prepared for everything, even if it's an interview, even if I'm going for a red carpet, even if something is trivial to someone. Honesty is very important in relationships, whether it's with friends, whether it's with family, whether it's with your loved one, whether it's in a romantic relationship. I think being real to what you really are feeling is very important. And a lot of people don't have the guts to do that because we are always pretending to be a certain way so that we can maintain a relationship. But I think the healthiest relationships happen when you have the ability to call out someone and say, well, that's not right, or I don't feel a certain way and you're wrong or you're right, and to be able to talk about it. It takes taking that cloak of being careful about your emotions off, but that's very important. I really feel like you are defined by, every time you're defined by what you do next, not what you left behind. There's no point of doing the same thing over again. I try not to do the same thing over again. You have to take risks. Risks are so important in evolution. Playing it safe, yeah, you can have an existence, but you'll never be someone who's a trailblazer. My dad was extremely sensitive, but he was also like my biggest champion. The one thing that I learned from him was the hustle. He always taught me that don't be afraid of the failure. What you do next after failure is what will define you. Everyone fails. It's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to me, it's going to happen to everyone. Instead of sitting on your hands and saying, I can't do it again, find the courage inside of you and saying, what can I do differently? How do you look back into your mistake and say, all right, that was a mistake, great, not doing that again. That's something I really learned from my dad. My parents never wanted me to have a what if in my life. What if I had done it? What if I had tried that? So they always supported me. They said, no matter what you do, whatever mistake you make, have the confidence to come and tell us. Because even if you kill someone, my dad, I remember him telling me this, even if you kill someone, come and tell me, I'll help you find the body. I'll help you bury the body, but then I'll take you to the cops too. So you'll always have to have courage of conviction. We spend our entire lives trying to figure out who we really are, and then we change. And then we figure it out, and then we change again. And I think that's the most constant, right? I'm constantly changing, constantly evolving, and I'm hoping that everyone's still curious about me as I keep doing that. I've had so many times whenever I'm doing interviews, people always ask me that, oh, you're doing a movie with, a female co-actor. Did you guys get along? Were there catfights? But when it comes to boys, they say, oh my gosh, that looks like a bromance and everyone got on so well. So I feel like over time, because women had the lack of opportunity, we were pitted against each other because there were only like 5 opportunities, like 5 places a woman could be hired. And so we were elbowing each other out to get to that one spot. So the crux of the problem is the lack of opportunity for females. And the more opportunity we create for each other, the more sisterhood will grow. We're 50% of the world's population. We need to be represented in every field like that. We need to be empowered by each other, by the people who are in positions of power, by putting us in positions of power. So I realized many, many years ago that the more I champion women in my own small way, maybe I'll be able to create a world around me at least, where, women run the show, because we kind of do it really well. We just aren't given the opportunity enough,
Yes!
When I was very young, I started working when I was 17 years old. And I remember my mother telling me this really young, that women should be financially independent. It doesn't matter who your father is, it doesn't matter who your husband is going to be, it doesn't matter who your brother is, it doesn't matter who the man in your life is.